Hi there, my name is Mike Wolber. I'm a multifamily technology executive, a podcast host, a consultant, advisor, and a speaker. And I'm excited to share with you my 6 sessions that I'm really excited to be taking into the industry on the national as well as the regional stage. So here is a summary of each of the 6 sessions. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Let's start with the first one. 5 lessons from more than 50 years of multifamily experience to accelerate your career. In this session, I do 5 custom interviews with 5 executives in the industry. They can be relevant to your network or relevant on the national scale. And what I do in this session is I put together a 45 to 60 minute session to break down advice across leadership, growth, mentorship, to provide an actionable playbook to your audience on how they can accelerate their careers by learning from other people's lessons. All right, session 2, the most relevant industry trends and what we can learn from outside of the industry. Multifamily loves to look over the fence. What are other industries doing and how can we learn and apply those lessons? Think about the biggest trends this year: centralization, operational efficiency, ancillary revenue. They're all being talked about at the REIT stage as well as the mid-market stage. In this session, we put together a playbook of how other industries like hospitality and e-commerce have harnessed these trends and taken action. And we'll mix this with positive use cases in multifamily of how owners and operators are harnessing and using these trends to find great revenue impacting benefits. Session 3. What 5 years at Nike taught me about the power of brand and storytelling. I spent the first 5 years of my career working at Nike's product creation in world headquarters. And in those 5 years, I learned a lot about how to storytell, how to stand out, and really how to create a career that you can be proud of. And in this session, I share my personal lessons of the power of branding and how you can use that in your business, but also in your career. Session 4. Leadership lessons from both sides of the industry. In this session, I bring in a special guest. I can represent the technical and operator side of the industry, and I bring someone who's purely representing the operation side of the industry, and we put together a very dynamic 2-person conversation to talk about leadership lessons and how you can use those to go fast and to accelerate, not just yourself, but also the team members that you're responsible for. This is a dynamic session, and I'll work with you to make sure that the guest that I bring on stage will resonate not just with you, but with your audience. Session 5, how to stand out on LinkedIn and use it as a competitive advantage. This is a very tactical, but also strategic workshop where I put together a 45 to 60 minute workshop on the power of personal and professional corporate branding and how to leverage LinkedIn to its maximum capacity. There's so much that most people haven't touched yet on LinkedIn. In this session, everyone will walk away with a very clear playbook on how to use LinkedIn to stand out. Session 6, a live podcast. This is a special one. Many people have never been on a podcast, and I'm fortunate to lead and host one of the biggest podcasts in multifamily. In this session, we put together a live podcast. It's intimate, it's recorded live on stage, and it's also a piece of media for your organization to take with you that can last much longer than your conference. We'll brand it with your branding. It will be a live session and experience and also a piece of content that will stand the test of time. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to hearing your feedback.